made up the Charlie Company staff. They come in before the sun comes up, before 5 o'clock in the morning, and they're here until those officer candidates turn to hit the rack at 2100 at night. Normally working 6 to 7 days a week since the beginning of January, and a large part of the reason that your sons are standing there on the parade deck this morning is because of the hard work that they've done day in, day out for the last 70 days. So, Major Regner and your staff, I salute you for a job well done yet again. Again, for the parents, I've got a couple of practical things that you can use for your sons in the next couple of weeks. They've been through a lot. They've endured cold weather that we couldn't have imagined would come to the great state of Virginia. We've seen more snow in the last 3 months than we've seen in quite some time. But they've learned a lot. They have grown. They have transformed. Not to say that they're still not your young sons, but there are some useful tools you have to demonstrate the change. What you need to know first, though, is that this weekend, if you spend time with them, they're really just going to want to sleep. And when they're not sleeping, they're going to want to eat. And they're going to eat until they're tired, and they're going to go back to sleep. That being said, if you need to get their attention, there are a couple of key words that if you say in a strong, stern voice, you'll get their attention very quickly. They're eyes, or eyeballs. If you shout ears really loud, they're going to respond with open. And I think that if you find yourself challenged with the new independence they've established, just shout that at them very quickly, and they will snap back to a time and a set of collective memories that will immediately make them like butter in your hands. So just keep that in mind. For a second now, I'd ask you to indulge me as I turn my back to you and talk to the officer candidates one last time. Gentlemen, once again, congratulations. You've done a spectacular job the last 70 days. For many of you, you didn't think you'd be standing here this morning because of the challenges. For a couple of you, you just woke up a couple of days and saw that it was snowing out and said, I give up. Because you have been through a lot. We have broken more ice to get you into the Quigley and the Big Ford than we would have ever expected. And through each challenging experience that we put in front of you, you rose to the challenge and you performed a tremendous job in demonstrating that you have what it takes to be leaders of Marines. Don't forget that. Don't forget the values that we've taught you here. For those 78 that carry on to the basic school, use that to get you through your next challenge, the 6 months of TBS. I have every confidence that you're going to do tremendous things in our institution and for our institution. And I look forward to continuing to serve with you throughout the rest of my years as a United States Marine. And just so you know, the weather in Northern Virginia hasn't been the way it's been because you've been at officer candidate school. Because I tell you what, you're going to graduate today, and they're calling for snow Monday. Just goes to show that it's not because you're at OCS. But I do wish you the best of luck in all seriousness. This afternoon's a big day for a lot of you. I look forward to seeing you over at the museum. It'll be inside, the heat will be on, and we will make you officers of Marines. You have earned that right by your last 70 days, and I am proud to say and proud to see each and every one of you on the parade deck this morning graduating. So I congratulate and salute you. Now it's my privilege to introduce our reviewing officer this morning, Major General Frank McKenzie. As you heard, he currently runs our QDR for the Marine Corps, but I can tell you that is not what he's the best at. He is best known as a commander of Marines. He has commanded at every level from the platoon to the company. He commanded 1st Battalion 6th Marines, and following that, he was the commander of the 22nd Marine Expeditionary Unit and deployed with that MU to both Afghanistan and Iraq in the 2004-2006 timeframe. He is an intellectual, one of the smartest Marines we've got on active duty today, and the Marine Corps is well situated for the years to come because of the hard work he has done and his team has done articulating why the nation needs a Marine Corps. Years ago, a general was asked if the nation needed a Marine Corps, and the response was they don't need one, but they want one. General McKenzie and his Marines have made the case why the nation needs a Marine Corps. And it's largely due to his efforts that we will continue to be poised to be America's Expeditionary Force from readiness. So without any further ado, it's my great pleasure to introduce Major General Frank McKenzie.
Good morning, everyone. I stood out here on this grinder 36 years ago, and I have no idea who talked, who the reviewing officer was, or what he said. So I'll do my part this morning. I'll be quick because I know particularly these soon-to-be officers behind me are interested in moving on, getting their bars, and heading over to the basic school. But I would like to just say a couple of really quick things. First of all, to the parents that are here, I know it's a great day. You're very proud, and probably you're also a little apprehensive because they're going to go across I-95 to the basic school, and then about 7 or 8 months from now, we're going to put them out in the operating forces, and they're going to be out there on the wall against the enemies of the United States. I know exactly how you feel because my son did it, and he was a Marine, so I'm very sympathetic and understanding of that feeling, that mixed feeling of tremendous pride, yet apprehension. The good news is, going to get the best training in the world, and they're going to be the best people in the world. Because what we do is we produce the individual Marine, the combat-ready Marine, and that's really what the Marine Corps is all about. You know, you look back behind these guys on the parade deck over there, and you see a couple of artillery pieces, and you see an MRAP, and that's fine-looking equipment. But that's not what the Marine Corps is about. The Marine Corps is about the individual Marine. And that's really the product that we've been throwing together for over 230 years. Nobody does it better. And when we go to fight, we go with the very best in the world. Today, these men behind me begin the step to become an officer of Marines. In that training process, now they've been screened. We've said, okay, you're good enough. We'll have you as an officer of Marines. Now, on the other side of I-95 for the next several months, they're going to get an opportunity to begin the educational process that will lead them sometime in the fall of this year to be standing in front of a platoon or going on to do some other kind of training. It's a great experience, and they're joining one of the great organizations in the history of the world. You should all be very proud. Candidates, really for your last day here before your commission, I know exactly how you feel, and here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm not going to talk anymore, and I'm going to get you off the parade deck here real quick. I am happy to have you aboard. I will look forward to seeing many of you out in the operating forces. We need you. The finest men and women in the world are out there in the Marine Corps, and we're going to need your leadership as we go forward. So welcome to the Marine Corps. Welcome to the brotherhood of officership that is the Marine Corps, and I look forward to seeing you out there. Thank you.